We're gonna knock some little stuff off the to-do list today, like expanding the train tracks and doing some landscaping at the front of the base, and then working on the industrial district a bit. Stay tuned. Hey guys, it's jblader, back again on the Olympus Craft SMP. I'm just spending some time over here on the homestead today, and I'm trying to figure out what I wanted to do, so I figured I would let fate decide. Last time we put some short tasks and some long tasks in these droppers here, which is going to eventually be the to-do shed, and for now we're going to figure out what we're going to work on today. So today we're going to do 2 short tasks, and next episode we'll do 1 long task. I've got a bunch of them in here, you can see there. Not sure what I want to do? Let's see. First task. Fences at the base landscaping. What this means is you can see on this side that I have landscaped these fences with podzol, coarse dirt under, and it stops. And I didn't do the rest of it, including the moss up there. So we've got a bunch of landscaping around here we can do. That's a quick one and will be easy to do. Let's see what our next task for today is. Industrial District Walls. This is our industrial district, and if you remember, I've been working on the wall designs over here. Not exactly sure what I want to do with the ground or floor. I've got an idea actually, but these walls are going to need something in there, and I've basically finished this one, although I'm not 100% sure this is the direction I want to go with it. I want to be able to see out, I think, when I'm in here a little bit. So I think adding some glass to this might be a good touch. Also, I'm worried that this may have a little bit too much dimension. Maybe it needs to be simpler, or maybe it just needs to have something to kind of break up all of the white concrete. I'm not 100% sure, but that'll be the second thing we do today. While the time lapse is playing, I wanted to answer a question that I sometimes get, and that is where the username jblader comes from. Back when I started my channel in 2011, believe it or not, like 13 years ago, I was primarily making toy review content around like Bakugan, Beyblade, Pokemon. And once I really got into the Beyblade stuff in 2011 and 2012, I decided, okay, I'm going to make my username jblader as a play on Beyblader, as well as people that, you know, did Beyblade stuff were known as bladers. So I thought jblader would be a great sound because my first name starts with J. So here we are like 13 years later, and JB is still something I go by on and offline. It is kind of my own nickname, JB, short for jblader, and it just kind of stuck. So I guess I'm going to be jblader or JB for the foreseeable future. I've thought about changing my name a few times before, but it's just something that once I had it for 5 or 6 years, it just became so ingrained in me that I don't even know if I would respond to another name at this point besides jblader or JB. So, although I switched to making video game content probably around 2013, 2014, jblader just kind of stuck, which is why I'm _jblader to this day. And my brand has taken a few different shapes and forms and colors, but jblader's always stuck. So, that's just who I am now. Oh my gosh, another baby chicken. Why do I do this every time? So you saw from the time lapse that I terraformed this area, and then off camera I spent a little bit of time thinking about how far this track has got to go and where it's going to go and what it's going to look like. I added in the spruce logs, dark oak, and this kind of support system that's going to be pretty easy to replicate all the way down. It's not perfect. Obviously it looks like, you know, somebody like maybe these posts right here have decayed a little bit, and that is kind of the look I like. You know, it looks a little old and rugged and worn down. Again, I think it helps kind of tell the story that I want to tell with this train track, and that is that it's been running here for a while, which is why there's grass running up from the runoff of the train. And I extended this way down here towards Crim's base. If I hit M and pull up the map, I'm going to be running this all the way basically to right here to Crim's pumpkin, and then it's going to have to go the other direction all the way down here to the right, all the way to about this spot right here before it goes north to Styrkat's and Code's area. But that's going to be for another day, because I tell you what, this took me a good amount of time to do, and obviously I'm not even finished with it. And one thing I liked doing was kind of adding in a custom tree here. This was a cypress tree that I kind of had it coming over top, and had it kind of being a canopy in this area. This biome is so cool anyway. I think that having like shaded canopy that a train is going under, a canopy of leaves and trees, is going to be so epic once we get this thing rolling. Just got to make sure I leave enough space for the trains to come on through with all their cars and all that good stuff. I can't wait to get the train tracks in here. I extended this grass out just a little bit because eventually we're going to want to put a train station somewhere along this route, and you can see that's kind of where I stopped. I did have enderyeti stop by and drop off a ton of dirt and keep me some company while I was doing a little bit of the time lapse. Before we get on to the industrial district walls, I'm going to stop in town and show you a few of the new shops that appeared over the last few days. It's always fun to come back here and see how this place has expanded, and I don't think anything has really expanded this direction in our bank or towards our Dollar General. I think most of the expansion work has actually taken place on this northern, kind of eastern side of the server. So let's run over here. Oh, I see it already. There's 2 new shops. One is a bee replica, block for block bee replica. Oh, we got Styrkat actually over here working on it now. Hello, hello. And I'll check that out later, but I think this is going to be a honey and honey block shop, so that's exciting. I just saw Fuzzy running into a storage system. And then over here we have a little miniature Home Depot. This one definitely isn't life size. Home Depots here in the US are just huge. You guys ever seen them? Like, they're generally just huge. But in here we've got 1 diamond per stack of, oh my gosh, look at the concrete. Oh man, this is going to save me so much time when I need stuff. In fact, I need a bunch of white concrete right now, so we might actually buy them out of that. And maybe we even have some custom orders over here. Yeah, we even have a custom mailer over here for custom amounts. Very nice. He nailed the color scheme too. I feel like the sandstone and orange concrete is exactly the Home Depot color scheme. Even got the garage door around back. Yeah, I know he wanted to set this up because we were all kind of begging for concrete. A lot of us here use it, and we didn't want to make it ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And enderyeti was working on flattening out this area over here too, which is super exciting. Will save me a little bit of time because I think my next build is going to go in this general area. I really have enjoyed kind of building this southern part of the map and filling it out. Something that I need to do before we begin our next endeavor of working on the industrial walls is I need to collect a ton of stuff to build concrete with, since I'm using concrete powder as the main material. And I often find that just coming over here and kind of vein mining with the magnet, the bottom of these oceans, it's not super intrusive because it's just the bottom of an ocean. And I'm able to get a lot of gravel and sand pretty quickly. The walls in this area are almost done. As you can see, I simply ran out of glass and concrete. So I'm going to have to finish this one off camera. But added iron blocks to all of the item pipes coming in. I think a little bit over time, these will change and it'll actually start looking more like item pipes coming in. And then we're going to be able to add more kind of detail to the center area too. That'll kind of really mark this as the center processing area. Obviously, you can see this still oxidizing. Every episode, it gets a little bit more teal, which I think is still so cool. I actually really love the kind of teal cyan color of the oxidized copper. I think it's really nice. I adjusted this glass and frog lights a little bit so that you could kind of get a nice lighting effect at night. And then if we zoom up here, you'll still be able to see out. And so if we build other stuff around the outsides of this area, you'll still be able to see out a little bit. I thought it was a little too much dimension how I had originally done it with all of the white concrete, but a lot of resource collecting still needs to happen in order for me to finish this off. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in. I know I have a bunch of viewers that watch every single episode, and trust me, I see your comments and I see the support, and it is so appreciated whenever you guys leave a comment and say nice things or suggestions. I definitely take them to heart. I am doing this as, you know, I enjoy Minecraft, but I'm making videos for people to watch and see the progress and stuff that I do, and hopefully it is enjoyable and an inspiration to you in your own worlds. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching, and take care.